Bienvenidos, and welcome to my channel. I've been a fan of D&D for a very long time, and beyond the very cool dice, great storytelling, and imaginary worlds, I fell in love with the miniatures. I painted my first minis around that time, and have been painting them ever since. So follow along with my channel, and see if this old dog gamer can learn some new tricks. And now, episode 35, Zombicide, the Grand Conclusion. I posted the first video for this project on February 3rd. It is now July 5th as I am finishing up this video for release and reflecting over the last 5 months. This has been a great project and I have learned so much, allowing me to sharpen my skills and hone my technique. I'm glad I was approached about doing this. It was a fantastic adventure. But 5 months is a long time to focus on one thing, and I will be glad to get back to some smaller projects. Now, let's finish up those bases. I wanted to match the bases to the colors on the game board, so I went with deep gray for the base, uniform gray and ash gray for the main and highlight colors. Since the bases are flat with no texture, this was a little more challenging than the textured bases that I'm used to, but I think I was able to make it work. This was the first time since I did the Zenithal priming that I was assembly line painting the minis and I had forgotten what was involved. Each phase was done over multiple sessions at my desk, which was the best way to break up the task into manageable bites. The only base I made modification on was Wanda's. With her roller skates, the mini was molded with an obnoxious post holding up her right foot. I decided to use Milliput to create a curb in order to hide the post. It took a little extra time and work, but in the end I like it 100 times better than that annoying plastic post. For the curb I used Grey Castle as the base, with Great Hall Grey and Gargoyle Grey as the main and highlight colors. After an application of dark tone quick shade, it was time to paint on the base trim. I wanted the trim to match the color of the plastic each mini was molded in, and I think I got a good match for all of them. With the zombies, I mixed Castle Grey and Great Hall Grey with fantastic results. My wife is awesome. Have I told everyone that before? I have been lamenting over my webcam being insufficient for my needs for months now, and I was close to pulling the trigger and buying one. But my amazing wife bought the one I was looking at and surprised me with it this week. If I wasn't already in love with her, I would fall in love with her all over again. So, enjoy this footage shot on my new Sony ZV-1F camera. I'm still playing with the settings, so it can only get better. With the zombies done, it was time for the characters to get their trim. Again, I matched the trim color with that of the plastic the Mini was molded in. For all the Minis, it took 2 decently thin coats to cover nicely. With the trim done, I added some finishing touches with the Army Painter effect paints, dry blood, and oil slick to add some random stains on the concrete. I'd love to show you all this, but as a sign of early senility, I forgot to record any of that. To finish off everything, I hit the minis with matte varnish as a layer of protection against chipping and damage. Time to say goodbye to Doug. Zombies are always falling down when he's around. Farewell to Ned, the scourge of the undead. Toodaloo to Amy. I like bad jokes, can you blame me? Saying goodnight to Rick. Damn it! I mean, Phil! Nah, I'm giving up on this one. Later days to Josh. Don't get caught in the zombie mosh. And bon noite to Wanda. She's got a chainsaw, enough said. Well, it wasn't the easiest project, but one of the most fulfilling. I feel I've learned a lot about large-scale projects that should help me in the future. A huge special thanks to my friend who trusted me with his first edition Zombicide game. Now that they're ready, it's time to learn how to play. I hope you like this series. I have a few more larger projects in the works, but the first one is another top secret project, so you're going to have to wait on that one. I'm not quite sure what's next, but I've decided to start releasing episodes every other week. This gives me more time to work on the scripts, editing, and production, hoping for quality over quantity. I'm always interested in your feedback, so please let me know in the comments below what you like and what you want to see more of. If you want to see more series like this, stay tuned to my channel by hitting the subscribe button. And remember, they ain't gonna paint themselves.